What is going on, guys? Back with another video today, and if you read the title, you already know what this vid is about. We're going to be talking about Patrick Peterson and why I think that he is maybe the best possible free agent that the Packers can pick up this offseason. So let's get right into this video. Now, one of the biggest concerns that the Packers are looking to address this offseason is definitely the secondary issues, specifically the cornerback situation they've got going on. And as of right now, we know that Kevin King might be leaving the Packers, and he's had a tough couple of years in Green Bay. And it wouldn't be a surprise if we saw him leave. But that means that the lack of cornerback depth that we have needs to be filled eventually. And we already know that Jair Alexander is our number one cornerback, one of the top cornerbacks in the league by far. So just looking to, pair somebody up with him and get the defense to an even bigger level. Looking at somebody like Patrick Peterson, a veteran who's been around this league for a long time. There's been talks of the Packers maybe targeting somebody like Richard Sherman, another veteran who might be past his prime but has had a lot of impact and is one of the best cornerbacks we've seen in the last 2 decades. So between the two options that the Packers have to address their cornerback issues, we're looking at either targeting free agents or building up through the draft, maybe taking a cornerback in one of the first 3 rounds or something like that. Talking specifically about Patrick Peterson, there was a report that he denied the rumors that the Cardinals were looking to trade him or ship him out, and he called these dirty rumors, which were not true. But as we've seen, anything can happen, and someone like Patrick Peterson, who seems to be leaving his prime and kind of digressing over the last couple of years, I wouldn't be surprised to see someone like him maybe get moved to a different team this offseason. And looking at his statistics, we can see that in 2018, he was actually ranked as the 5th highest graded cornerback by Pro Football Focus, which is, that's pretty good, top 5 cornerback in the league. But then you look at the very next year and he was ranked as outside the top 40. So in 2019, there was apparently 40 plus cornerbacks who were better than him. And then you're looking at this year, 2020, Patrick Peterson was ranked outside the top 80 cornerbacks in the league. So 80 cornerbacks had a higher grading than him. And while you might be thinking, why would we pick up somebody like this, But there's a lot of positives about Patrick Peterson. You're talking about somebody who's a veteran, who's been around this league, and someone like that could really help the defense, We have a really young defense, Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage, Jair, all those guys, a really young and upcoming defense, but getting one of those veteran voices in the huddle, that could do wonders. And you're also talking about maybe not having such a heavy contract. We're talking maybe like a 1-year deal for someone like Patrick Peterson, Like clearly looking at his stats, you wouldn't expect him to be getting some major big contract. And I think that bodes well for especially the Packers, who have these cap space problems and don't have a lot to work with. But, he's still a number 1 corner. He's been playing the number 1 position on the Cardinals D. He's taken DK Metcalf, he's taken Deebo Samuel, all these number 1 wide receivers. He's definitely getting the best of the best matchups. But you're looking at a team like Green Bay, who might have more defensive pieces than Arizona, and you definitely can't compare the two because they have different schemes, different players, different coaching. But you're looking at maybe Green Bay with a better pass rush, which should actually bode well for him. Maybe give him more opportunities for picks, give him more opportunities to make plays and more time. And then you're also looking at better favorable matchups for Patrick Peterson because, having someone like Jair across the field, who's actually probably going to be taking the number 1 receivers, that gives Peterson opportunities at like number 2 receivers, which just creates more favorable matchups for him. And you know, doing something like this, taking a free agent like Patrick Peterson might help the Packers or save them a pick from having to do something in the draft, you know, taking some immediate impact cornerback in the first couple rounds. And you can put this focus elsewhere, like with a wide receiver or any offensive weapon that could help maybe Aaron Rodgers in that offense. But in total, you know, the offense is definitely the offense. There's nothing about it that scares most Packers fans about changing, even though you might lose some big names like Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams. But I think the concern isn't with the offense, definitely, but this defense, you know, getting a corner like Patrick Peterson or any veteran or stud, like, that's one of the biggest parts or holes that we're missing. And I think that getting someone like him would definitely elevate the defense right away, you know. Not talking a rookie or upcoming cornerback who needs time to grow. We're talking about a veteran in Patrick Peterson who would automatically, like day one, just elevate this defense to another level with his leadership and still his skill set, even at an older age. But that's why I think that Patrick Peterson is a sleeper free agent prospect for the Packers this offseason. And out of everyone, I would love to see him in a Packers uniform this upcoming season. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll be covering more NFL content and more Packers content in the upcoming weeks, getting ready for the draft, and the offseason is just starting. So let's get it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.